Hey everyone, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous multi-glider card using my brand new die set. It's a lovely style and it's also a brand new size to the Made to Surprise range. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make this fun kinetic card. So this is the new 6x8 multi-glider mechanism. You've got all your mats and layers here if you want to decorate all of these pieces individually. And then these are your big panels. I'm going to talk you through all that in a minute. I'm going to decorate today's with the Flaming Gorgeous. This is my new stamp and die set. So all of these are stamped images. You can see the detail and then you get your outline die. And then these are dies on the side. And you've got a few sentiments there as well. Now I have already gone ahead and stamped and coloured and cut all of those out. In each of the videos that I'm going to share using each of the new stamp sets with this mechanism, I want to show you just a different way to kind of build them and decorate them. Now what I always recommend when you have any of my dies, and any dies in general, when you've got a mechanism, so that's how this die here will cut, okay? So you can see it's got your score lines all there and all the cut lines, and it's got your little pull tab there as well. This will go through a standard die machine, okay? So if it's 6 inches wide die machine that you've got, this will go through fine, the whole die set. This is a 300 GSM smooth cardstock, so I've run that through and then I just go back over all the score lines. So just find a track. You start with like this end first, and then I'll just lining it up there and just score that right the way down. Again, then take the next one, find a track. Obviously you're not scoring into the frame, the score lines just start in the middle here, and just go along and do that on all of them. And then fold the whole thing over this way. Be careful because obviously it's quite delicate at this point, and give it a good burnish. And then fold the next one, give it a good burnish, and do them all, even the end here, and then go back and fold it all the other way, because these are going to fold all different directions. So just really work in all of those score lines, okay? So at this point, like I said, you've got quite a flimsy piece. Now I want to have, because it's going to be that white on white, the frame on there looks quite lost, or the mechanism. So I cut it again in this card here. But what I want to do is snip away all of the middle. So I just need to snip away this end piece here. Now I could use my trimmer, which might be the safer option. You could use a cutting knife if you want to get right up in that corner. But I think I'm just going to sit this so that the end of this score line lines up with my track here. And then I'm just going to carefully just lay that down. So I'm just cutting it right up to those. That should, perfect. This frame I can now stick over here. So not only is it going to strengthen that, but you don't really need it to strengthen so much anyway, because you're going to be sticking this onto your card blank. You can see that outline, and it's going to complement all of this decoration really nicely. Then what I've also done is I've taken this piece here, and this is the large die here, and that is your pull tab. That is the piece of card that you're going to pull up. You can have a sentiment stamped on the piece that reveals if you want. I've done this in another colour again, so again just trying to pull out the different colours that I've used for the birds there. So attaching this is very similar to my other sliders if you've made them before. So at this point it doesn't matter which way you're going to be having the card. This here is going to stick just to the back of this tab here. Okay, so you want to flip this over, and I'm going to use red tape, but you can use liquid glue if you want, but you don't want anything sticky to go over anywhere else apart from this section here. So that's why I always find a tape's probably best. I'm just going to run that down the side. Now the key with this is to get it lined up and centered. So if you just push the whole card down flat, now you'll see it only overhangs onto each side by a tiny bit, because you need space to be able to add more tape or glue to stick this frame onto your card. So you can see just a little bit overhanging there and a little bit overhanging there. So bring it right down to this score line, and you want to make sure you've got that similar overhang, okay? And then just bring it right down to the very end, like so. Again, just checking that you've got the overhang and everything's nice and straight, and stick that down. You see it runs right the way up, and now we've got space to be able to run our tape all the way down here. So now I'm going to stick this piece down. So I'm going to use construction glue on this piece because it will start to really strengthen that. This is Collall construction glue, but there's also Beacon 3-in-1, and a few other companies have got their own construction glues as well. So just run that all the way down. Don't go crazy with it because you don't want it all oozing out the sides. Just kind of focus on running it really through the kind of centre of that frame. A little bit around there. Okay. and then just lay that one down. Again, make sure it's bang on, because if it's slightly off to one side, it's going to interfere with all of these kind of the sliding like motion. Now, because this is a slider card and there's a movement to it, I always recommend having a little bit of wax in your craft room or at your craft table. This is just an old tea light. Once all that glue's completely dry, because this is going to slide like this piece of card here, the bottom of it, you know, it might catch on here. I wouldn't worry about all of this because this is all going to get attached down in a minute, and that's where this little strip, which you have the die for as well, comes into play. But what it might be worth doing is just running some of your wax just down the side there of that piece of card, so that will be able to glide nicely. And then I'm also just going to run it around the edge of the frame here. And then just grab a piece of paper towel and just buff over it. You won't notice it on the card, you won't see it, but it's like polishing. It will just leave a nice smooth finish, and it really does make a difference. And I always recommend this kind of thing because we all use different glues. Some of you might have a glue that's maybe a little bit tacky, and it could then obviously, you know, result in some of the bits sticking as you move them. So by rubbing just a little bit of wax over everything, kind of eliminates that. Okay, so you're not really going to notice anything at the moment, but like I said, when we go to obviously do all this motion, once it's stuck down, it should slide really nicely. I want to have a sentiment or something up here, so that's how it's going to stick onto the card. So you can see this bit fits nicely within that size. You've got a nice frame here in the white as well. Now get that lined up and hold the frame in place, and then pull this tab, okay? And then decide how much you want to pull this up. Again, don't worry how these are looking right now. So again, I've still got a nice frame here. I'm just going to grab a pencil, and I just want to mark out the top, the sides, very lightly with my pencil, like so. I'm going to take that away, open it up, and you can do any stamping and colouring. Right, so I think I want to have this because there's a few ways, like I said, across the 3 videos that I'm going to do using this die set. I'll show you different ways. So I want to have it so that the front one comes up and the back 2 come up. So can you see there how that looks? Okay, so what we need to do is you just want to add a little glue. Open this up, okay, fold that back, and add a little glue behind this one and this one. So those are my front 2, okay, and I want them to stick onto that piece. They are going to stay down. They don't need to be lifted at all. If you wanted this one to stay down and these 2 to come up, then you'd flip it. You'd stick that one down and leave those 2. This is why I said you want to fold those score lines in both directions. So that's stuck down. So now when I pull this, can you see straight away they're staying down and this one's loose. I want that one now to stay down, but I can't stick it onto there, otherwise you won't be able to pull this. And that's where this comes into play. And all you want to do with this one is you're going to go under whatever one are folding up and over the one you want to keep down. And you're going to stick this underneath the frame, but you want to butt it right up to where the fold is on the one that you want to keep down. So can you see I'm putting it right up to there, and I'm going to stick it onto the frame. Do it in the same colour as the card so you don't really see it. I'm going to be adding a lot of decoration onto this, so I know it's not going to be noticeable anyway. So I've got a little bit of glue there. I'm going to bring this one down first, line it up with that score line, and then I'm just sticking it just behind there. Just hold that in place, and then again just a little glue just on the edge there. Can you see? Okay, and then I can just lay that down. And now you can add a little glue just underneath that section there, because that is not going to move. That bar's attached to the frame, so that will stay there, and this isn't going to move anywhere. Okay, and just do a little test again. It probably won't work too well at the moment, but you can see where we've got that all working. But we need that frame now to be secure, and that's going to pull that down onto the card. But you'll see how we get this cool design of those 3 peaks. So next, I think I'm going to get this all decorated with all of the pieces here. So the idea is I'm going to have the flamingo at the front, and I'm going to just build up all the leaves all around. And I almost want to disguise this white piece. A couple of little tips. Not so much with the front one here. You can go as high, well, you don't want to go as high as this card. So when you lay it flat, obviously it's only coming up to there. But if you're decorating these sections here, so say I was using the flamingo at the back here and then building up, you know, lots and lots of stuff. Just make sure that when it lays flat, it's not going past, you know, your frame, because you want it to all go in the envelope. So every time you stick something down, I always say with these kind of cards, just make sure that when you know, lay it flat, it's all going to stay within there. But you want to kind of be at this point for now. Don't worry if it's kind of moving, because that's all going to kind of lock in place more once we stick it onto the card here. But I want to get this all decorated so then I can decide on how I want to stamp my sentiments. So I'm going to get that done as well. And then I'll show you how to stick it all together. So I've used the red tape here. Let me just give you the measurements. So this is the 5mm, but you can also get a 3mm. You don't want anything thicker because you don't want it to obviously stick onto this piece. Make sure you stuck it all down and then just take off the release paper. I've already stamped my sentiment there. So I've got tickled pink to Here It's Your Birthday. And I've still got a few bits left over because I think once it's all stuck down, I might see where else I can maybe fit some bits in. Now I know that that's lined up to where I need it. So all I'm focusing on now is this deep purple frame and the top piece here and sitting it onto this card so I get a perfect frame. So I'm going to start with the corner there, just kind of tack that down. Just make sure you've got a nice border on the left and the right. That's good to me. And then let's stick it all down. Now another little tip, if you've got a circle punch or a circle die, what you can do is on your card blank, okay, it's just behind where that finger pull is. I've just got a little circle punch here. I'm just going to pop it just behind and just punch that. And now it just means that I can grab that piece. And then when you lift it up, look at that fun pop up. I've added a little bit of acetate there behind the bird. I want to add something there just in the middle. But I thought once it's all stuck down, I can maybe add something here. But you've got to be careful, whatever you stick here, because the great thing about this, you've still got all this space to add more to. But whatever you stick there, so say I stuck that there, I just need to make sure that when the card's close, it's not going to come over the edge here. I've got this little detail built up and it's only stuck to the frame. So there's nothing, you know, stuck onto this bit so it doesn't catch on here and that can all close. So there's it all finished. I added the other flower there, but I've not done anything else there because I think it looks quite balanced, having that cluster there and the sentiment there. I've added the arrow. That's my action set, like I mentioned. This one here, push me, pull you actions, they're all on there. I think it's turned out really nice. And then you just slide that all down. See, that's all going to fit in your envelope. And you've got all your space inside to still stamp, you know, and write a bigger message. And like I said, have it displayed this way. So you imagine when you pull that out, you'd have a different kind of pop-up, and you can also have it pull from the bottom, so you can have your sentiment there, and then you can have more things kind of displayed here, and you'll see those different versions across the other videos that I'm going to be sharing. So I hope you enjoyed this video today and showing you how to put together my new triple glider die set. All of the products that I've used today will be linked in the description box below. I'll have a playlist coming up now. Also check out my other sliders as well, just for some more inspiration and maybe some of the decoration on those you'll want to add to maybe this style here. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos, and give the video a thumbs up as well if you've enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.